Talking Dicks here on the Patreon page for our Patreon members. Thanks again for your support, Al Ducharme, Al Romas.
Al Romas.
And we have some things we want to share with you. Right, Al?
Yes, I like this. We moved right from the regular show on the Facebook to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Then moved right over into Patreon. Only the Patreons can see this. And that's the idea we have for the future of the Talking Dicks.
And on today's show, we're going to bring in both a female and a male stripper. So stand by.
What? Oh, I didn't know we were bringing a female. I thought it was just a male stripper. I mean, whatever. Yeah, good. Both. That's good.
All right.
We should have both.
That was a lie.
We should have both.
What?
We should have both.
No strippers. No strippers.
No, but we're looking at going audio on our podcast, dropping it as an audio podcast wherever your podcasts are found,
and that would include
video.
That would be iTunes, Pandora, Spotify. Talk to me.
Sure.
Come on, help me out.
Sure.
Stitcher.
Yeah, Stitcher. Apple, wherever you get your pods. And then if you want to see us while we're doing it, the video that you've become used to seeing on the Facebook and the YouTube will be available twice a week on Patreon. So only the Patreon members will get the video.
I think that's how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
But we will do short videos for our Facebook page to tell people to come on over.
Right.
But
not a full show.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing.
We're trying to wean them. We're trying to wean them and get them to come over.
54, 55 shows, and now it's time for... And I think the audio is good anyway. Then people can just have the audio. New people will find us.
I don't want to stick to that as a guideline because, again, we are going to give away some free stuff to them. It might be a video, but we're not going to do it on a regular basis. I think that's what we're trying to get to.
Correct. Hey, I got a weird DM on Twitter. A direct message from Dateline NBC. They sent me a direct message. About a year ago I used to tweet at them because I'm a big Dateline fan, and I would tweet at them, I'm excited for tonight's show and blah blah, just nonsense. Mm-hmm. And they ended up asking me one day, "What's your address?" I said, "Well, all right," and they sent me a bunch of swag. Socks.
I thought you said they were going to set up like a camera crew and invite people playing underage girls and have an interview with hidden cameras.
Sir,
is that the show?
Please. No, you're thinking of
To Catch a Predator, isn't that?
Catch a Predator. This is Dateline. Dateline. Why do I bother? Why?
So you're online dating?
I am online dating. Yes. And it's a fucking nightmare, by the way.
I don't know if anyone Dateline. No, I didn't want you to go into your personal life. I'm trying.
Oh, all right. Well, I will. Nobody in my family is a Patreon, so I can do it.
Oh, this is a Patreon.
I can do it. This is for patrons only, and nobody, my family is here, so I could actually talk about stuff. But they sent me a DM. They go, it's your turn to be a Dateline ambassador. So would you make a video promoting Dateline for us for this Friday night, 10 o'clock, our Dateline episode? Would you do that and send it to us? And I wrote back, I don't even know what we're talking about. And they go, you've seen it before. You've seen people. I go, I've never seen anyone do it. So anyway, they told me what to say. Not, I can do what I want, but they'll be tweeting it and retweeting it. And I'll be the Dateline ambassador.
Are you going to wear that shirt
this Friday night
with that mug?
I will wear the 2-dick shirt, of course.
Do you think they'll air it?
We'll probably cut out the dicks. I don't know. Well, it's going to be on Twitter, so they could do that. I mean,
it's a Twitter. Oh, dude, that's pretty big. But I'm trying to figure out how we're going to market the 2 dicks and the Talking Dicks. I mean, that's good for you, but how about us?
No, I mean, it's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing.
I'm just bringing up. It is a weird thing I'm looking at Twitter. I notice a DM, and I look at it. It's Dateline saying, "Would you be our ambassador for this Friday night, 10 p.m. show?" I was like, all right, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to do that, I guess, later tonight.
And it was your own personal account. It wasn't the 2 Dicks Twitter account, right?
No, it was my own personal, but I haven't tweeted at them in a long time.
Right.
But they had sent me swag a while back. Maybe they thought, let's get these guys who once were participating with us back and involved. And so, it's like the same thing we do. You try to get people involved. That's it. They don't really need me, but they want a viewer to be promoting their show.
So you left, and then they pull you back in.
Yeah, but I'll be sporting the old 2Ds, and we'll see if they
go for it.
They'll black out two. They're the
two guys.
Guy's weird. He's wearing a shirt with a badge that says the two.
The two Fucking Richards.
Weird. I hate that. I hate when people say that. You ever get that? I
don't get it. I've heard it.
Ugh. I've had comedians go, hey, Richard, how are you? I'm like, no, that doesn't work.
That's an old hacky response of a comedian getting heckled, wasn't it? Is your name Richard? Because you look like a dick.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard, I'm sure. It makes sense. Isn't
that an old stock line? Line. We'll say a stock line.
I didn't get heckled, sir. I don't really know. I don't know the ways of heckling and bombing. I just go out, do my thing, and go home. I don't have to deal with being called a dickhead or whatever you're dealing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nice studio.
I'm outside. I'm enjoying some air.
Oh, good for you. What's the oh, look at that. Wow. What's the temperature there, by the way?
Oh, it's about 95.
Okay.
About 95 degrees, 100% humidity. Oh, it's beautiful.
Do you have a fan? Nice. Do you have a ceiling fan out there? I don't remember.
I have a fan.
You have one fan. That's why you're not getting heckled. You just have one fan.
Right. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like with the old two dicks. We have one fan who likes to hit like. That's what's moving us to fucking audio. We're tired of seeing people not respond on. People watch it and they don't respond on Facebook. We've been through this too many times, but it's annoying, and I'd just rather give it to the Patreon fans. The video.
Agreed.
They're good. They're the fans. They're the ones who are supporting us.
We're going to experiment with it, by the way. So we're not. This is not a contract. We're going to see.
It's a contract.
We're going to see if we're going to see if we can get some more people to gravitate over that are getting all the free shit.
Yeah, and I think, but I think we would get new ears on us being on different platforms.
Well, we've always said we're going to take the audio part of it and put it on the podcast platforms. And the thing is, these podcasts are an hour, 90 minutes. Some of them are even longer. And all I keep hearing from what they're looking for is the shorter 15 minutes. But they want 50 episodes. 50 episodes, 15 minutes is what they're looking for.
What do we have?
We have 55 episodes, and we average about 15 minutes.
We go about 15 minutes, and then we're spent. Let's be honest.
Where are we now? We're at 9.
15 and out. We're well, we just did one though, so now we're really at like 24.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That is true.
Woo.
That is true, especially when it's 95 degrees, 100% humidity.
Drinking afternoon Joe with
humility. Are you? I can't. I can't drink the Joe. I'm 3 hours behind you, but I can't drink it that late, so I got to do water.
I was doing a herf last week, and one of the guys was drinking. It was 7 p.m. and he had 3 cups of Joe during the herf at 7 p.m.
I don't get that.
A guy in his 50s, and I said, "How can you sleep at night? You're not gonna be able to sleep." He goes, "Why? There's no problem. Why would I have a problem?" It's like, holy God.
If I have caffeine after 3, anywhere between 3 and 6, there's a good chance I'm going to run into trouble, and that's waking up in the middle of the night. If I can't have like espresso or anything like dinner in Italy after dinner, like at 8, 9 at night, people are drinking espresso. I'm like, what are you, nuts?
Wow.
Or later.
Grow up, son.
Can't do it.
You can drink espresso.
I like it in the morning and midday and mid-afternoon. And I like my coffee with extra cream.
Have you watched the series Fargo? Have you seen that one?
Not yet. Should I dive into it?
Excellent. And one of the characters is a Mormon, and they offer him coffee, and he does not drink. No caffeinated beverages.
Right.
Against the religion.
Against the religion?
Which I didn't know. I didn't know that
Oh, yeah.
the religion didn't allow caffeinated beverages.
No caffeine.
What does that have to do with our Lord and Savior? I don't
There was a
understand.
comedian that used to do a joke. He used to date a Mormon woman, and when they broke up, he used to go by her house dressed up as a cup of coffee and scare the shit out of her.
Ah!
Maybe it was Halloween. I don't know.
Oh, I think it might have been Halloween, but that's not a bad
Premise.
joke.
Yeah, I don't remember who said it.
Yeah, and speaking of weird stuff, just a quick one. I did have speaking of online, I had an online date the other night.
So wait a minute. I cleared this up for me because I've been married for many, many years, and I don't know how it all works. But you had the date online, or you met online, then met in public?
Met on a dating app, one of the apps.
Mm-hmm.
Said, "Oh, I like you. You like me. I like you." And meanwhile, it was one of these. Her pictures were at least 10 years old. This is a common theme.
Why does that happen? Why not just
if you're going to meet the person,
just take your best picture now?
Well,
now.
I guess, yeah. Well, this picture was 30 pounds ago, at least.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So was she anorexic 10 years ago?
The other. No, 10 years ago she looked fine. And,
okay. So I'm saying if she was anorexic, and then she put on 30 pounds, you'd be like, hey.
Right. I probably wouldn't be telling the story then. She would have been fine. I wouldn't have a story. My story was the fact that she looked like a little bowling ball. And
she took a watch to meet you, Han Solo.
Exactly.
I'm not fat shaming. I'm doing characters.
I am.
Well, he is. Here's the thing: if a person lies like that,
that's right.
Then it's open.
Right.
Then it's open.
And I even in the text exchange, I said, I've been burned a few times with people don't do like your pictures, and she's like, of course, that's terrible if you don't. And then I'm outside.
Lie number 2.
She came walking up. I was like, holy God, this can't be her. And she was like, hi, Al. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? What are you doing?
Did you say that?
In
your head.
I guarantee I had
in your head. You were like,
well, I guarantee she saw it though.
Right.
And then, but I'm a nice guy. Went in, had a drink. We sat, had a drink, and then I said, I got to go. Look at the time. Got to run. I go, well, let me use the bathroom before I go, and I went to the bathroom.
Let's clarify.
Can you?
Let's clarify. We're not.
Sir, don't interrupt.
I have to because it's turning into fat shaming, and it shouldn't be that. It should be. It's about deceiving somebody because.
Who cares? This is Patreon.
Because there's people that only want to date people that are bigger.
Yeah, whatever. I went to the bathroom, and when I came out, she had bought another drink for me, and had ordered appetizers. And I said, "What are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, just sit down, have another drink." And I ordered some food. I'm like, "Of course you did." So I go, I am out of here. I go, I gotta go. And she's like, "Are you serious? You're gonna just leave after one drink?" And I'm being nice. I wanted to go, "Yeah, you don't even look like your fucking picture," but I didn't. I just said, "Yeah, I gotta go. Good meeting you." And I ran to the car and just, drove home. But what the hell? Everyone's on these things going, I like honesty. I want honesty. Where's honesty?
You got to be honest.
You're not honest.
On the dating
You're not
apps.
honest. You don't look like your pictures.
If you say I like a full-figured person or a big person, then you put it in. You can search.
Right.
So Al, tell me about your dating. This app dating.
Tell you about it. It's an online dating, and it used to be the good old days before I was out there. I think you met on Tinder, and you went somewhere, and you banged, and you went home. Now everybody's looking for a relationship, and they're not honest. These people are not honest.
They lie about their appearance, and they keep putting pictures up of them a decade ago when they were younger.
Old pictures. Yes.
They weren't. They were thinner.
Yes.
Okay. They were in shape.
Old photos, yes. And it's, so if you're writing on your profile, I like honesty. I want no games. I like honesty. And then you're starting this on a lie. So where's your honesty?
Because they have
I like games.
They have websites.
I like games.
And they have choices and websites of people. They don't want to be with an athlete. They don't want to be with people who are focused about being ripped with a six pack. They just want normal people, or they want people that are full figured.
Right. Yeah, I like when people write no games. I write I like games. I like Uno. What do what do you have against Uno? And then they write back, no, that's not what I meant. And I go, I know, I'm joking. Fuck, get out of
And
here.
if they don't get the sense of humor, then you're like,
yeah, it's a nightmare.
So they don't have any more of that Tinder stuff where you can just go out and.
Not that it's probably people younger than me now because like the people my age, our age, have taken over Tinder. And they've ruined it. They've made it into a relationship dating site like any other. And I'm sure the younger people have their own let's go get laid site. But I'm too late to it. Now I get on their Tinder and it's like, if you're looking for a hookup or a one-night stand, forget it. It's like, hey, what happened? What happened to the good old days?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm looking for. Come on. So, But the few I've met, and not only a few, but I've met a few, but some of them, these pictures, I'm talking 10 years or more old pictures. I mean, that's just, what is that? That's bullshit. You can't do that. And then expect to meet the person. I mean, am I wrong?
That's like when I first started doing stand-up, I had my first 8x10 taken by, I think it was a college professor who had photography on the side. He took a bunch of our headshots and charged us barely anything. And, I kept it because I was poor for so many years.
Sure. All comedians always have their first headshot forever.
Yeah, for like 8 years or something.
until people start pointing it out and go, is that you in the window there? Because you don't look like that guy. You're like,
well, plus you made like 500 or 1,000 of them because it was cheaper.
Right.
And you were sending them out like crazy. And all of a sudden you're like, hey, I sent out 200. This pile's not going down, so I'm not going to spend money on
my
new
mullet.
ones.
My mullet headshot lasted me a long, long time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, and they were all black and white. Then the clubs and everyone wanted color suddenly, and then we needed color pictures, and so that was another reason you got to go get a new, because then you had the black and white, it looked weird, So it was a good reason to at least get a new picture.
And now with the cameras on our phones, you can get a candid picture of somebody taking it of you on stage with a nice phone, and use that because it's amazing. The phone cameras are insane. I have the new iPhone 11 Pro.
Yeah,
it's got that 3-camera action, and it's like a movie camera, and the best still photographer camera. I'm exaggerating, obviously, but it's just if you take enough pictures, you're going to get you'll be like, wow, is that Getty?
I've known a few professional photographers who will use their iPhone.
That last part
when they're out. Like I go, you don't bring your real camera that they spent
all right, we're
$3,000 on or whatever, and they go, nah, this is just as good.
We'll drop it.
And they use their iPhone.
Drop it like it's hot.
All right.
All right,
yeah, man.
We're done. Thank you for your support.
Right.